My name's Darlene Walton, and welcome to your complimentary harp lesson. These harp lessons are designed for children 8 years old and older, and adults of any age. You're never too old to learn to play the harp. I'm using today a Cherry Special Edition harpsichord. They come with full levers, and they also come in walnut, and they're made by the Harpsichord Harp people in Rising Sun, Indiana. The first 4 strings on the bottom are wrapped, so you get a nice, big, bold sound. I'm also using a harpsichord stick to help stabilize the harp on my legs. You can get these also on the Harpsichord Harp website. Today we're going to talk just a little bit about the parts of the harp, and then we'll move on to more fun things. This is the column, or the pillar, and it helps stabilize the harp so that it doesn't fall apart. We wouldn't want that. This is the sound box, and all harps have a hollow sound box, and they all have holes in the back. Now these are not sound holes, they're air holes and access holes. And when you break a string, if you do, you will change it inside those holes and pull the string out and tie it at the top. And we're going to have a whole video on how to change a string, so you can go to that on the website if you need to change a string. This is called the harmonic curve, or the neck, and each harp maker has their own design, and William Reese has a really good design, and that helps make the harp sound like it should sound. These little gold things are eyelets, and they help support the string inside the harp and keep the string from cutting into the wood and the wood from cutting into the string. Each harpsichord has 2 guitar buttons, one there and one over here, so that you can play your harp standing up with a strap if you'd like. And many people do this, especially if you're playing therapy harp or you're going from bed to bed in a hospital situation or a nursing home or even a children's facility. Sometimes you want to walk around while you're playing your harp, and the straps allow you to do this. Since the harp's very lightweight, about 6 pounds, it doesn't weigh you down, and you can do this for long periods of time without wearing yourself out. Here's a picture of the harp anatomy that we just went through, and you can print this off so that you can have it for your records. Next we're going to talk about the Grandstaff, and this is what all music is written on, so it's necessary that you learn this before you start to play. First of all, you have the lines and the spaces on the Grandstaff. You have 5 lines and 4 spaces. The treble clef is your right hand, and the bass clef is your left hand. All Grandstaffs have time signatures which indicate how many counts are going to be in each measure. These are the measures, and each measure is divided by a bar line. So the top number will tell you how many counts are in that measure, and the bottom number will tell you what kind of note is going to get 1 count. In this case, both of them are 4s. It's called 4/4 time. So you have 4 counts in a measure, and a quarter note gets a count. This indicates the instrument that's going to be playing. In this case, it's always going to be harp. And the little S, like I said, is the treble clef, and the backwards C is the bass clef. At the end of each piece, you have a double bar line, which indicates the end of the song. Your hand should look like this. Your wrist should be straight, palm facing down, and your thumb should be out with a little bit of room right in there, in that little bend there, so your thumb can go down over your knuckle. Your other fingers should be positioned so that they can strike that string with the side of your finger, and then they're going to go down like this. So you want as much open area as you can get. So if your hand looks like this, then you are ready to go. Sometimes it's hard to remember how to put your hands when you're getting ready to start to play. So there's a couple of tricks you can use to help you remember. One of them is to pretend like you're shaking hands. So you stick your hand out to shake hands with somebody, and you just turn it over to about a 45-degree angle and put it on the harp, and you're ready to go. Make sure your wrist is straight and that you have plenty of room for your fingers to go down into this position. The other one is called dog paws, and you just put your hands out like a dog, put them on the harp, fix them up just a little bit, make sure your thumbs are up, and then you're ready to go. Your thumbs should always be up when you're playing. Now as you play, they will go like this, because everybody does that. So when you do that, don't be discouraged. That's perfectly normal. Just look at yourself and fix yourself up the right way and start again. You have to have that thumb up so it can go over this way. If it goes down like this, then it keeps your fingers from going into where they're supposed to be. And that all is part of the follow-through. When you're bowling, you have a follow-through. When you play tennis or golf or any of those sports, you have a follow-through. This is your follow-through. You put those hands down, you put your fingers away, put your thumb away. That's your follow-through, and you'll get a better sound when you bring those fingers all the way into the bottom of your palm. The musical alphabet consists of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then you start over with A, B, C. There is no H or I or J. A through G. All harps have red C's and blue F's. Even the big symphony harps that you see have red C's and blue F's. They are not training strings. And you will see they are very valuable so that you know where your hands are at. Now we're going to talk about the notes that live on the Grandstaff. I already went over the musical alphabet, and each one of those notes has a certain place that it lives. So C is right there. You notice just up from C a little bit is D, and then E, and then F, G, A, B, C. This is middle C. Now if you have a harpsichord, the middle C is the next C from the bottom. You have one C and then middle C, which is red, as we talked about. These are treble clef notes, which would be right hand notes. So normally your right hand would play those. It continues on up the staff. See how it gets higher and higher on the staff with D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Notice how these are even above the staff a little bit. Well, they could have continued making long lines all the way through that, but that would have looked really messy on the paper and would have been even harder to read. So they just make a little piece of a line which indicates how far up that note goes. And you'll be learning some of those as well. But don't worry, you're going to just learn a few notes at a time, because we don't want to put your brain on overload. Okay, now we're going to talk about some bass clef notes. We're going to start with middle C, which is again the second C up from the bottom. And it's going to go down, C, gradually down the staff this time. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And then you continue on down with some lower notes. You even have some ledger lines. So this last note is 2 C's below middle C. Now if you have a harpsichord, it doesn't go that low. A lot of the larger harps do, but you're not going to need to go any lower than this C right here for these lessons, because they are designed for small harps or large harps. So we're going to learn these notes just a few at a time so it won't be hard on you. We just talked about some of the notes, and now we're going to learn 3 specific notes. We're going to learn middle C, D, and E. Now, all you're going to use is your second finger for this. So the rest of them will be put away. Remember, not like this, but down like that. And your thumb will be put away, so all you have is one finger sticking out. And you're going to go C, D, E. And every time you're going to put it away when you get finished playing. Okay? Now let's look at those notes on the page. Again, you might want to print that out so that you'll have it to look at in a larger format. This is middle C. As you can see, it has a line through the middle of it, and it's right below the Grandstaff. I have several of them here. These happen to be half notes, and we'll learn about that later. Here's some more C's. These are quarter notes. They all look in the same place here. See that? They're all in the same place. The only difference is the type of note they are. And like I said, we'll learn about that later. So C is always in that same position. The next note is D, and it is hanging right on that last line on the Grandstaff. And I have a whole line of D half notes, and then I have a whole line of D quarter notes. The next note is E, and it is right on the first line of the staff. Again, I have the line of half note E's, and then a line of quarter note E's. And then I've mixed them up for you to play on your own. So first of all, try to get those into your memory, and then you can play these last two lines, which don't have the names of the notes on them, but they're either C, D, or E. So you can try that on your own, print this page out, and practice, practice, practice till you have those three notes C, D, and E memorized. If you're a musician and you already know how to read music, these first couple lessons might be just a tad boring for you, but you still need to know that harp hand position and the technique for playing. So if you can bear with us to get through the notes, you'll still learn a lot from the hand position teaching, and we'll be playing together so that you'll know how to move your hands when you play. 1, 2, ready, play. C, D, E, E, C, D, E, 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 D, C, C, E, D, C, 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 D, C, E, D, E, D, D, C, D, E, D, C, D, E, D. Third line, E, D, C, D, C, D, C, C, E, D, C, D, E, D, C, C, E, D, E, D, C, C, D, E, E, D, E, C, C, E, D, E, E, C, D, E, C. Very good. Don't worry if you lost your place on that song. You can practice it as many times as you like, and then you'll have those notes memorized and they'll never be forgotten. Now we're going to talk about some left-hand notes. We're going to talk about A, B, and C. This is middle C, so if you go backwards, you're going to have B and A. A, B, C. A, B, C. A, B, C. Remember, you're only going to use one finger when you play this. And if you notice, every once in a while when you get back on that note, you'll hear a little buzz. That happens because you're hitting the string while it's still vibrating. Now, until your fingers get settled in and they find the place where they need to be, you'll be hitting strings next to each other frequently. So don't worry if you buzz a lot, because as you get better, that will go away. I can't tell you when, but it just does. Okay, here are notes A, B, and C for your left hand. The C looks just the same as the right hand C, except it's in a different position on the staff. It still has the line through it. This is middle C, and you've got your row of half notes, then you've got that same note in quarter notes, and then we go to B. B is the first space above the staff there, and that is the only note that lives in that space now, remember. So you've got B's, a row of half notes, and then B's, a row of quarter notes. On the next page, you'll see the A's. The A's are on the first line at the top there in the bass clef. Again, you have your row of half notes, the same note in quarter notes. And as I did with the right hand, I have those three notes mixed up for you to practice. So once you get done going over these pages, and especially these last two lines, go over and over and over those last two lines because the notes are not labeled and it will help you remember where they live on the staff. This is another song that I composed for your left hand, and it has the three notes we just talked about in it, C, B, and A. So let's play this song together very slowly. Remember, you're only going to use one finger from your left hand, and that's your index finger. The other ones will be put away into your palm, and your thumb will be over the top. Okay, I'm going to give you 1, 2, ready, play, and then we'll begin. 1, 2, ready, play. C, B, A, C, B, C, A, C, B, A, C, C, B, A. Second line, B, A, B, A, C, B, A, B, A, C, A, B, A, C. Third line, B, A, C, B, B, A, B, A, B, A, C, A, C, A, C, B, A, B, C, B, A, B, A, B, A, C, B, A, C, B, A, B, A. Very good. Did you see that half note A that was in there? And I just told you they were all quarter notes. I was just seeing if you were paying attention, and obviously you were. Now, as promised, we're going to play a song. So the fun begins. We're going to play the exciting Mary Had a Little Lamb. And it just uses those three notes for your right hand. So let's get our hands in position. Remember, you're only using your second finger for now till we get some of these notes learned. Get your hand in position, put those fingers down into your palm. Make sure your wrist is straight and your thumb is on that knuckle. I'm going to give you a 1, 2, ready, play, and then we'll start. So let's follow along, and I will call the notes out as we go. 1, 2, ready, play. E, D, C, D, E, 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 D, 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 E, 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 D, C, D, E, 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 D, D, E, D, C. Let's play it again. E, D, C, D, E, 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 D, 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 E, 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 D, C, D, E, 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 D, D, E, E, C. Excellent! Now I have a little variation of the same song. I've added a C chord in 3 different places to make it more exciting for you. So a C chord consists of 3 notes, C, E, and G. So you're going to play that with your left hand, 3 fingers, third finger, second finger, and thumb. Now if you don't feel like you're ready for this, you don't have to try this one. For those of you that already read music, this might be fun to try. So you're just going to pull them out, put your fingers away into the position they go. And this is a lesson for much later, so actually this is just a sneak preview of things to come, which are chords. Okay, so we're going to play this song again, and just with our second finger on the right hand, and I'm going to add these chords in here. Okay, so if you want to try it, let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, play. E, D, C, D, E, 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 D, 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 E, 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 D, C, D, E, 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 D, D, E, E, C. Very good. Okay, now we're going to play a song that most of you know as Ode to Joy. Only because we don't have enough notes memorized yet, it's going to be in a minor sounding key. So it's going to be called Ode to Sadness, which is really Ode to Joy in A minor. Now it's going to use both hands. So we're going to play this little section, which is up here in the treble clef, with our right hand. And that's going to have some of those 3 notes we learned in it. And then we're going to switch to our left hand down here. As you see, that's in the bass clef, and we're going to play some notes down there. Then we're going to switch back to our right hand, and then back to our left hand. So follow along as we play, and go ahead and print this song out so that you'll have a bigger format to look at for yourself. Okay, I'm going to give us 4 to start like I did before, and again we're only using this 1 finger on each hand. So get your fingers up there and get them ready to go. Fingers into your palm and your thumbs over, wrists straight. Okay? We're going to start playing Ode to Sadness. 1, 2, ready, play. C, C, D, E, E, D, C, B, A, B, C, C, B, B, C, C, D, E, E, D, C, B, A, B, C, B, A. See how sad that sounded? Kind of minor. You did a great job. When you're playing the harp, you want to be sure that you're sitting up straight. If you slouch, it not only looks bad, but it'll make your back hurt. So you can either sit on a piano stool or some kind of a harp stool or a drum stool, or you can sit in a regular dining room chair, whichever is more comfortable for you. If you have your harp on an adjustable stand, make sure that the stand goes up high enough so that your ear is about to this level on the harp. Somewhere around in that area makes for a good position. That way you're not bent over when you play. Or if you have a larger harp, make sure that it's up high enough or down low enough for you to be able to reach it correctly. Also, when you're playing a small lap harp like this and you're holding it in your lap, you can either use the lap stick, which I showed you earlier, or you can hold the harp in your lap. And what you do is cross your ankles and make a pit, and then you sit the bottom of the harp against your calves, against the crossed part of your legs in your calves, and that'll hold the harp in place. You don't have to squeeze your knees together, because if you did that for any length of time, it makes your legs hurt. So you just sit the harp in that pit, and it usually comes out to about the right place for you to play. Also, when you play the harp, you want to make sure that your neck is relaxed. When you start playing notes, you tend to do this because you're concentrating really hard. Or you might turn your head this way. And then you wake up in the morning with your head this way. And it's not very comfortable. You might get a sore neck. So if you can turn the harp a little bit at an angle so that you don't have to turn your neck so much, it's very helpful. Also, you want to relax your shoulders, and you have to make a conscious effort to do this. Just take a deep breath and just let your shoulders relax and let your arms relax. Enough so that you can play in a relaxed position. If you're all tense and stiff, you can't play correctly, and it will make you sore over a period of time. So although these are common sense things, they're very easy to forget when you start concentrating on all the technique in playing the harp. I hope you enjoyed your first harp lesson and learned a lot too. I'd like to invite you back to continue this harp journey. I know you'll have fun and learn a lot about playing the harp. So be sure and go to that website, harplessonswithdarlene.com, and see what's to come in the future lessons. Each lesson has a little glimpse of what's in that lesson, and you'll find that all on the website. Hope you'll come back and join us for more fun.